I spent 400 Canadian dollars on this LEGO Star Wars lot, and in this video we'll go through all the LEGO Star Wars minifigures and sets one by one to find out their value and to figure out whether or not this was a worthwhile investment. Alright, starting off with this minifigure lot, we got Ayla Secura, and as you can see she has an alternate face. This one is quite expensive and it was released in the Republic fighter tank. Next up we got this super battle droid with the rocket launcher, very cool one. Next up is this clone captain, and this one was released in the Republic gunship. Unfortunately it's cracked, as you can see. It has 2 cracks. But nonetheless, it's still a great minifigure. And here we have another nice minifigure from the Republic gunship. This is Padme Amidala, and she has a right head. So this one is about $40. It might be even more. Next up is the Mandalorian Loyalist. This is a great minifigure that was released in the 2021 Mandalorian Starfighter. Here we have a random rebel trooper, but he has the Kanan Jarrus head, strangely enough. We'll still take it. We have a Jar Jar Binks with a strange body, a strange torso. Here's Sharut Imwe, really cool minifigure, really cool character from Rogue One. He was, I think, in the hover tank. Here's Yoda. Next up is Jango Fett. He doesn't have the right head, but I mean, he has the helmet, torso, and the legs. The jetpack is actually one from the Super Commando, so he doesn't have the right one. Here we have Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan is a great minifigure. We don't have the hair piece, but we do have the nice helmet, and this one was also released in the Mandalorian Starfighter. Next up is Darth Vader. Not sure which one that is. Doesn't have any printed arms, so I think this is the one from Rebels, but I might be mistaken. Here we have, I'd say, a trooper from the Chronicles. He doesn't have the right pauldron. This pauldron actually comes with this sand trooper right here, but he doesn't have the backpack either and the wrong head. Here's a hover tank pilot. Those are great minifigures. They go for about $10, maybe even more. Next up is this Republic trooper, and he doesn't have the right head. Hello there. Here we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, and this is the one that came in the Republic gunship. This is a great minifigure, Gar Saxon. I think it's worth $35, and
I smell profit.
It also came in the Mandalorian Starfighter. We also have Princess Leia. Here we have a random trooper, but he does have, I think this is a 10 helmet, so it's still a great minifigure. Those pieces are probably worth quite a bit. Here we have another sand trooper with the wrong head and missing the pauldron once again. Here we have this astromech droid. Here's a Chewbacca. This is the Snow Chewbacca that was released in the AT-ST. Here we have another Chewbacca with a crossbow. We have this Rebel pilot. I've never seen that helmet before, so I'm not sure which one that is. Here's the Luke Skywalker from the Final Duel. So probably the Darth Vader came from the Final Duel as well, now that I think about it. We got a couple super battle droids, or actually we only have one right here. We do have a lot of battle droids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 battle droids. That's nice for army building. And I've also seen this commander battle droid, so that's a great minifigure. These are actually worth more. And then we also have this clone trooper. This is the bomb squad clone trooper. He has the wrong head, and I don't see his helmet in the bundle. Actually, it's right here. I just found it. So he does have his helmet. Here's a Watto. The only right piece is this body right here, but it's actually the most expensive one, so it's not a big deal. But he doesn't have the wrong torso and the legs. Here's a Jar Jar Binks minifigure. I think this one has the right legs and torso this time. Next up is a Royal Guard. Always nice to have those. Here's a clone pilot, and this is the one that was released in the Republic gunship. Once again, this is a great minifigure. Next up, we have another Rebel trooper, and again, I'm not sure which one that is. I think it's all mixed up, but that helmet is actually quite rare, so it's a nice piece, worth quite a bit. Next up, we have another Resistance pilot. This is a great pilot. Here's Agent Kalis. He doesn't have the right head, but I mean, the helmet, the torso, everything else is right. Here's the Winter AT-ST driver. This one again is a great minifigure and it's exclusive. Here's a Hoth Rebel Trooper. Next up we have a Senate Commando. Always nice to get those. Here's the Mandalorian or Din Djarin with printed arms. Very cool minifigure. This is the one that was released in a few sets. And then we have this Boba Fett. This is the one from the Boba Fett Starfighter and perhaps the throne room. He has printed arms. I like that Lego made printed arms for cheaper, more affordable minifigures. This is really cool. Here we have a Princess Leia. Not sure which one that is. Seems to be an older version, maybe like the 2019 one, but I'm not sure. Here's Unkar's Thug. This one's only like $1 or $2, so it's like a battle droid, maybe worth a bit more. Nothing too crazy about it. Those are always nice to get. The Phase 1 Clone Troopers, and this one's pretty stiff, his helmet, but I mean, it's a great one. We have a second hover tank pilot or driver. Those are great minifigures. Next up is Gree. Gree's a nice minifigure as well, but this is very damaged, unfortunately. But it's still a great character, great minifigure. Here we have this Jango Fett, but again, the head's not right, and then he only has the torso and the legs, but those are valuable pieces, so I'll take them. Here we have this Luke Skywalker as a pilot. Next up is Hera Syndulla, and this is the older version, but nonetheless, this one is still worth quite a bit of damage though on the head. Next up is this Phase 2 Clone Trooper Gunner, and he doesn't have the right legs. They're supposed to have printings on them, but otherwise he looks complete. Here's a general, I forget his name, but this one was released in the 2021 X-Wing. Next up is this guy right here. I don't think he has the right head, and those are just crew members, not worth much. Next up is another trooper from the Old Republic. Next up is this Chewbacca. There's two of them. I'll take them. Those are the reddish brown older versions. Here we have a rebel trooper with the wrong head. Again, an angry clone head. Here we have an R2-D2. This is another R2-D2.
Another one.
Here we have Rey, but it's not really Rey. It's just a rebel trooper or resistance trooper with the Rey's helmet. Here we have an Imperial Navy officer. Next up is this Stormtrooper. This is the one from Rebels, and he does have the right head. This is a Rebel crew member, but he has the Tannum head, I believe. Here's a First Order officer. We got another First Order crew member, and this one doesn't have the right head either. Next up, we got this First Order Snowtrooper, and he has the backpack and comma, so this one should be complete, and yes, it is. Here we have a Kashyyyk. Here we have a Kashyyyk clone trooper, but he has the body and the head of this bounty hunter, which I don't mind because I'm actually missing the head and it's like $6, something like that, so I'll take it. Here we have this Captain Commando droid. This one was only released in a 2013 set, I believe. And finally, we have this First Order officer, and this one is pretty common, not worth much. Okay, next up, we got something cool. We have all of these parts. And man, these came with the bundle as well, and I think those will be the money-making machine in there. So I'll show you what's inside these bags right now. Here we have a Kashyyyk Scout Trooper torso. Those I think go for about $2-3. And then we have the legs of, I think that's an Endor Rebel, but I'm not sure. This is the Kanan Jarrus torso. And okay, it's cracked, but still, this is still about $2. You see, this is the Tannum torso and printed legs, so those go for quite a bit. Here we have the Kashyyyk Trooper legs, so you see, I think we'll be able to complete that Kashyyyk Trooper. Oh, you see, this is a Darth Maul with printed arms. This torso right here goes for quite a bit. This is the one from the Clone Wars, I believe. I thought I saw those printed legs. I'll take them because we needed those for the Phase 2 Clone Gunner. There we go. Here we have some Yorkai legs. That's a great piece, worth I believe $2 or $3. Oh, we have some ARC Trooper legs. Those again are $2-3. Here we have a Rohan Soldier torso. Those go for quite a bit from the Lord of the Rings. Those are really good pieces. I know who that guy is. I forget his name, but I'll be putting an image. I know exactly what that torso is. Here we have a Geonosian Clone Trooper, and I mean, the only thing missing is the helmet, right? He has the torso and legs. Is this what I think it is? Because I think this is the Aragorn legs from the Battle at the Black Gate, but I might be wrong. If it's the case though, that's a really nice find. Here's a Mandalorian Super Commando torso. Really nice piece to have, and it doesn't seem to be cracked from what I'm seeing, so this is really cool. I think this is the General Hux torso. Those legs might be worth something. Those I think are the Palpatine's legs. We have one more Yorkai legs, so those are great. So yeah, I think this is it for the torsos and legs. Now let's move on to the next one. Okay, first one I noticed is this Kit Fisto head. Of course, this one goes for quite a bit because it was only released in 2 sets. I see a Sand Trooper helmet. Those go for about $2. This piece is actually quite expensive because I think this is a Sentry that goes for like $50. We have a Boss Cat that goes for quite a bit as well. We have this helmet. Must be expensive because this is a Knight's helmet. We got the body of this Ewok. This is Chief Chirpa. This is Palos, I believe that's his name, Palos helmet. This is a Princess Leia head, and those go for quite a bit actually. I know there's like a little scratch, but usually they're like $5, so I'll take it. Here's another Princess Leia, and this one has a few bite marks, but still. This is an orc, Mordor orc, I believe. Oh, here is Kylo Ren's helmet. That's a nice piece as well, probably like $3. Oh, this is a nice one. Oh, plus it has the printed hand. That's actually big because the one with the printed hand was only released in 2 sets, the Tower of Orthanc and the Orc Forge. This is a really cool find. That's another thing, right? Most people wouldn't know that with the hand, it's worth way more than just a normal Uruk-hai helmet. I think the normal Uruk-hai helmet is like $5, just to give you an idea. So next up is this Clone Gunner helmet. This is Bodhi's head. Here we have a random Clone Trooper helmet. Oh, this is nice. Just a normal Uruk-hai head. This is Agent Killis's head. So let's grab him and change that head real quick. Here we go. So now this guy's complete as well. So that's a great minifigure. Oh, this is a great piece. This is Lurt's head. It was only released in the Uruk-hai or the Orc Forge actually. Got this head right here. I'm not sure who that is. I think this is Baze. Here we have the head of Darth Maul from the Clone Wars. Got a couple Clone Trooper helmets. I've seen 2 of them. This one has a head stuck in it. I've seen a couple nice heads. Like this one's good. This is the Pre Vizsla's head. Oh, that's a nice piece. Almost missed that one. The Mandalorian Super Commando helmet. So actually, I'll be able to make a Mandalorian Super Commando because I also had the jetpack that came with Jango Fett. Qui-Gon Jinn's hair. This piece right here, this is just a Naboo officer. Like this piece right here I know is worth quite a bit as well. Here we have Darth Vader's head. I think this is like $2-3. This guy right here. Then I've seen a couple Lord of the Rings head. Like this one might be a dwarf. Isn't that Gimli's head? I think it is. This is Elrond's head. So that's actually a $5 head right here. This is the last bag for the pieces. First one I noticed is this comma right here. This is Captain Rex's comma. We have a random cape. This is like a red cape. I'll take it. Got a lot of pieces for a super battle droid. It's not broken, so I don't know why it's not assembled, but I see the arms right here. So this is literally a super battle droid that we just completed randomly. Another minifigure, I guess. Oh, those jetpacks are nice. This is the white jetpack. It was only released with a few minifigures, so this one's worth like $3. And then we have the green jetpack. This is Boba Fett's jetpack. This is Gimli's beard. This one's worth a bit as well. This is a Pearl Darkgrey torso. So this one goes with the Uruk-hais. We have this little droid commando, but he's missing an arm. Those arms are cheap though, easy to replace. All right, so now we have a few sets as well that came with this bundle. Here we have just a probe droid. I think this is pretty random. I don't even know where that comes from, but actually, isn't it part of this ATST right here? And this is the Snow ATST. That's why we had all the minifigures as well. This is a great one. Now we also have the Mandalorian Starfighter, and that's why we also had all the minifigures. So aside from the instruction manuals, we'll have everything. We also have this shuttle. This is a great one. It was retired, I believe, 2 years ago now. That one is pretty cool. I think we also had the minifigures. So it turns out that the Luke Skywalker and the Darth Vader were probably part of this shuttle right here. Then we also have this X-Wing Starfighter, and this is why we also had this Luke Skywalker pilot and then some other nice minifigures that were part of this one. That's a pretty cool ship. It just retired, I believe, and you can even rotate the wings. Oh yeah, if you push down, you can see the wings will spread, but I mean, it's not the best feature, but it's better than nothing, right? I think we've had some better features with the X-Wings in the past, but it's still a pretty cool one that, you know, they changed over time. Then we have this little Boba Fett starship, or the slave one. And I mean, I'm not a fan of this one. Of course, it's way too small in my opinion. That's why I bought the one that was released, I think in 2019, the bigger one. It's way better than this ship in my opinion. It's almost as small as the one in the Cloud City or Betrayal at Cloud City. And finally, the last set is this one. This is the B-Wing Starfighter. It's missing, I think, a piece right here. But yeah, we didn't have all the minifigures that came with this one because this is, I think, the 2015 B-Wing Starfighter, but still, it's a great set. And you can also extend the wings of this guy, and that's how it looks when it's in its moving position. So it is a great set. I think we're overdue though. We need a new B-Wing in my opinion. And of course you can also make it land, which is pretty cool. So that's it for this Lego Star Wars haul. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And you can watch this other Lego Star Wars haul. It's gonna be an amazing one. I'll catch you guys there. Have a good one. Bye-bye.